Hi, welcome to this tutorial on the Move tool. Move tool is the feature of Adobe Photoshop which gives you the help to move your image, your selected area or your layer anywhere you want in Photoshop by just dragging with the mouse. So let's go ahead and learn about the Move tool. Move tool helps me move any image, layer or selection. Now, we just learned about making selections just in a while in my next tutorial. You can easily cut and drag any location, any pixel and move it to the new location. The hotkey with which we can move the Move tool, we can use the Move tool is V. So by just clicking V in the keyboard, by pressing V in the keyboard, you can use this tool, or you can optionally click on the Move tool. Auto select option. Now all these options are placed just below the menu bar. So whenever you click a tool, that option bar will open. So this option bar has these following options. The auto select option is the option which lets you, for instance, you have an image which has multiple layers, and by moving using the Move tool, if you click at a place, the Photoshop will help you tell which layer are you talking about. Though it's not very precise, but at many times it does help you. So by default, it's always checked. The transform option basically lets you create transformations. Now this topic will be discussed in a later video. Group and layers. So this option helps you group the layers, different layers using the Move tool. And the vertical and horizontal spacing options help you space your objects through the Move tool. So let's dive in Photoshop and learn and understand this tool in a much better way. Let's begin. Let's move into the Move tool in Photoshop. So Move tool is the first one here. If I'm somewhere else in the toolbox, I can just click V and my Move tool gets started. My Move tool is here, the first one here, and this is activated. Let me move this. I cannot do this. It says your background is a background layer. So I want to convert this into a normal layer by clicking here on the padlock. Now I can move this layer. So you can see this layer can be moved wherever you want. Now, if I want to make a copy and move it, I'm going to show later how do I do it. Now the Move tool also have a lot of things here. I can go here, and if I want to move the entire group, I can do that. Okay, so this thing, show transformation control, basically gives it a bounding box. And when you do this, you can have your bounding box. You can transform this image, you can scale this image by going up and down from the corners, basically do this. So I have this. Now let me just copy it this and bring it that side. So I can rotate this tool and make them look like this. Let me go back. And I can also, by just clicking on control and get here, I can just do this, and with control I can bring it here. So I can just change the look of this by pressing my control and flipping it over. Now actually this looks like this has been placed that ways. Now let me do one more thing. Let me just do a copy of this layer. I'm going to apply this by pressing enter, and I do a control J, and again on this one I bring it, or just let me just press alt and I can just reverse it. So I have these two. So if I want to move this layer, I go here, and I'm going to move this layer, and I need to apply the transformation. So let me just try. So you apply by pressing here. You want to cancel, you press it. So let me apply this. So I have these two layers. I can again go back to this layer and move this layer the way I want. Now I can go back, and I can also untick this if I want to remove these bounding boxes. So let me do this. And now if I want to rub and make a better picture, I use the eraser tool. Now I'm going to discuss the eraser tool in detail when we move on to the eraser tool. Right now I'm using my eraser tool to actually get this image from below. So let me do it. I'm actually having this tool here. I can again going back to V and moving tool, and I would like to have some gap in here, And again, I go back to this tool, start rubbing it in by using my eraser tool. So I can just do this. We move it a bit further. Again, we bring it there, and again, so this can be done neater if you have more time and use more tool, but just giving you a brief. So by moving the move tool, we can move away, and so this will be done neater when we have the time. So this can actually be done in super cool ways. So use the move tool and move wherever you want. Again, this image can be moved. Again, if I make this active, we can move the tools again. So move tool is super cool, and you can use it to move your elements here and there. We can enable this and use these transformations for scaling, distorting, skewing, flipping around the image. So that's it in the move tool. Enjoy using the move tool and place your object anywhere you want.